Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Friday, April 24th, 2026. I've already posted the puzzle for yesterday, Thursday, April 23rd, which I just did. Today's puzzle is by Andrew Spooner. It's his second for the New York Times. And it's Friday, so we'll expect a tricky themeless puzzle with some amount of wordplay and misdirection and punniness and all sorts of good stuff. You can see already some long stacks in here, which will make things challenging, but let's dive in and see what we've got for today, Friday, April 24th. A puzzle by Andrew Spooner. Ooh, goodness. Okay, 6s and 8s, I guess, to start off. Let's see, once-in-a-lifetime events. What are the chances it ends in an S? Murder of Osiris in myth is set. So that's good. Accounted for. I'm not sure. First of these was terrible. The first of these was terrible. I want Ivan. Of these. Maybe we want SARS. Maybe Ivan the First was the first Tsar. And these are also 8s and 6s. Fascinating. So this is a, no, not quite completely, not quite symmetrical all the way around, but with 8s and 6s in every corner. That's cool. Tubes that go down, not sure what we want there. Does this help? Ah, right. Oh, I see, maybe. Accounted for, don't know. Oscar winner for The African Queen. Humphrey Bogart, I think. I really want to get this accounted for. Here, like present, in a roll call, maybe? What about this? Goes down a hill at the Olympics in a way. Bobsleds, possibly. Once-in-a-lifetime events. Your birth is once in a lifetime. Very good. Treat mercifully is to spare. Perish the thought. I hope not. Sounds good. Let's. Tubes that go down are rigatoni, I guess? What do you mean that go down? That go down into your stomach when you eat them? I guess so. This is Brian Eno. Rocker Brian. There we go. The best cheese of its type in the world, per George Orwell. Best cheese. Oh, what is it? A Stilton, something like that. I think. A little shaky on my cheeses. Oh, so this is interesting. So these corners don't have a lot of ways in and out of them. So they don't give you a lot to work with going into other parts of the puzzle. Interesting. Animal known to hold another's paws while sleeping. Oh, paws, eh? Not sure. I want to say Stilton. From time past. Olden, possibly? Did I look at this? Peace sign question mark. Peace sign question mark. Looks like do not or something. Oh, an otter. That's right. And what is this one? So these are what, 12-letter entries across the middle here, and then up and down as well at 8 down and 20 down. Where somebody might be washed up. Washed up. Okay. Well, this helps a little. Let's try and get into this corner. One who's generous to a fault. Say a giver, maybe? Brittle confection. Do we want something like peanut brittle, almond brittle, etc.? Or do we want the adjective brittle, which means fragile, a fragile confection, maybe? Not sure. Neural transmitter. Is this like a muon or something? I forget what this ends up, what we want here. Neural transmitter. Dilly-dally. I'm not positive about giver either. Dilly-dally. Don't know. Hearty soup ingredient in Caribbean cooking. I'm going to erase this because I'm just not sure about any of this. Question mark? WTF? Possibly? Brittle confection. Hearty soup ingredient. Hearty soup ingredient. Caribbean cooking. Dilly-dally. Okay, it has a light bulb. Could be anything. Toss and turn, perhaps. So this is something like lie awake, maybe? Number 1, informally. Dilly-dally. Takes to the next level. I don't know. Where the red delicious apple originated. Oh. Iowa? Something you might get at a wedding. Finish up with. I don't know about any of these. Green spots. Green spots. Oases. Green spots in the desert, maybe. Woodworkers' grooves. Do I dare to put an S in here? Woodworkers' grooves. This is going to be a technical term, I think. Best-selling author who founded Paris' Théâtre Historique. Best-selling author. 5 letters. Camus? Maybe? I don't know about that, actually. Professional. If nothing confirms it, I'm going to... Every now and again. Every now and then. Sometimes. Betimes. Recovers. Well, the S looks okay. Recovers. Heals, maybe. This looks weird. They might have good track records. Track records. Do we want like runners? Sprinters? Track records. Track records. Field for both Martin Luther and Martin Luther King Jr. Fields. So, I mean, they were both in the clergy. Field, sorry, not plural. Field. How do I turn this into something like that? Low volume? Question mark. Charges. Charges. Bills. Okay. Professional. Camos? You just can't take it. Take what? Low volume. They might have good track records. Okay, not sure. Competitors' setback. Competitors' setback. Half of hip-hop's Run the Jewels alongside Killer Mike. How a troublemaker might go. How a troublemaker might go. Go. One prioritizing self-care, question mark. Electronica instruments informally. Electronica instruments. Synthesizers? Concern from a seamstress. Oh, I would have wanted run. Concern for a seamstress. Green in quotation marks. Green. Vicious circle? Game with a board numbered from 1 to 20. Board numbered from 1 to 20. Okay. What is this? Field for both Martin Luther and Martin Luther King Jr. You just can't take it. Peace sign. Peace. Do not. Professional. Stilton looks okay. Where somebody might be washed up. Secondhand offerings. Maybe ends in an S. Takes to the next level. That looks okay. Certain exposition. Oh man, Coalesce. Attire. Clothing? Attire. I'm running out of things. Surname of a Tolstoy heroine. Karenina? I really hope that's right. Organization whose motto translates to "Through Adversity to the Stars." Ad Aspera... Ad Astra per Aspera, I think. The Royal Air Force, possibly? Game. I don't know. Approach surreptitiously to sneak up. Acrobat's display. A PDF files, maybe? Adobe Acrobat there. I don't know about the files part, though, I have to say. Game. Verb? Noun? Children's author Kinney. This looks weird. Can't think of a name that would fit in here at first. Grand Duke of Luxembourg until 2025. Maybe this is a first, someone the first. I can't think of who. Female donkey. I don't know what that word is. Dolphin, for example. Is that like a lord? No comment. Question mark. Oh, a no comment could be a denial. It might have a director's commentary, a DVD. Role for John Travolta on Welcome Back, Kotter. I don't know. This does not look like a lord, then. Tree nymphs. Druids, I want. Dryads, maybe? Game. Female donkey. A ninny or hinny or something like that. Vinny? A dolphin. Oh, an heir. Okay. And then is this what? Hank the First? No, couldn't be. Hank? Game. What could this be? Oh, if you're game for something, you're unafraid. Wow. Henri, the Grand Duke of Luxembourg until 2025. And then, oh, a Jenny and Jeff Kinney. Okay, we got somewhere. But, of course, that doesn't help us much with the rest of it. This is the problem with this style of grid. Or this is the challenge, I should say, with this style of grid. To coalesce. In something? I'm not sure. They're held in bondage. Held in bondage. Have I even looked at all these? Certain exposition. Exposition. Finish up with. What else could this... I mean, I'm not sure about lie awake, but if it is lie awake, this could only be Iowa. I can't think of what else place name would have a W there. Number one, informally. Informally. Brittle confection. Toffee? It has a light bulb. It has a light bulb. It has a light bulb? Light bulb? I am getting stuck here. And I'm also getting quite warm as the sun is shining into my car right now. I might pause this and just rearrange myself here and give myself a moment to step away from the puzzle and then come back. But I shall be back momentarily and keep at this. Okay, I've opened a window, so it might get a little noisier, but give myself a few more minutes to see how much more of this I can get. Attire. Vicious circle. Where someone might be washed up. Where somebody might be washed up. Oh, a desert island. Oh, fun. Okay. Vicious circle. Attire. Dress. Okay. Coalesce. Unite. They're held in bondage. Don't know that yet. Do not. Peace sign. Professional. Do we want the adjective or the noun here? Professional. Second-hand offerings. Re-somethings? Reuses? They're held in bondage. You just can't take it. The last straw or something like that? Final straw? No. Would straw work here? No. Okay. Oh, game with a board numbered from 1 to 20 darts, of course. Vicious circle. A cabal, maybe? Green. Cash. Green is a nickname for, slang for cash. Concern for a seamstress. One prioritizing self-care, question mark? How a troublemaker might go. Low volume. Low volume. I mean, this could be like a low could be a noise made by a cow, maybe, or volume could not be sound, but the amount of space that something takes up. Low volume could be something like high density, maybe. If this is toffee, and I'm not certain that it is, but it could be. One who's generous to a fault. Generous to a fault. Dilly-dally. I have a feeling that I don't quite have everything right. Oh, do not disturb. I don't know why I didn't see that. So like Kados? I don't know if that's right. And yeah, I don't. Professional. Unfortunately, I think my computer may run out of battery soon. Let me pause once more and just try and do something about that. Okay, another problem dealt with. Let's keep going here. Professional. Am I sure about Camus? I mean, at this point it's got to be. Am I sure about bills for charges? No. Especially since this looks really weird. So what if this is not Camus? Then this might be the last straw, right? The last straw. But then what is this? They're held in bondage. Alexandre Dumas? Maybe? Dadas? Dados? A professional business something? What is certs? Business-like, professional, business-like, okay. Something you might get at a wedding. What about this? Certain exposition. See, this looks weird, though. Certain exposition. Going back to Stilton. Does this help with any of this? Maybe it's not betimes. They might have good track records. Every now and then. At times. The something? Theology? Aha, okay. Competitor's setback. A loss. Low volume, a teaspoon. I was right there. They might have good track records as athletes then. Half of hip-hop's Run the Jewels along Killer Mike ELP. How a troublemaker might go too far. Fit is a concern for a seamstress, and one prioritizing self-care could be an egoist, I suppose. Okay, getting there. Something you might get at a wedding. This looks weird. Am I convinced about business-like? Get at a wedding. Something law? An in-law. If you're getting married, you might acquire an in-law, as it were. So I'm convinced about Iowa then. Finish up with. End at. Certain exposition. An essay. Coalesce unity? How could that be? Doesn't match the part of speech. To coalesce. To unite. Does look like essay though. Resales, secondhand offerings. I guess I'll put unity in there. I don't like it. A daffodil. It has a light bulb. A daffodil. Fine. Number 1, informally. Fan? No. Doesn't make any sense. Takes to the next level. Elevates. Oh, your fave. Your fave. Okay. To dawdle, to dilly daddle is to dawdle. A giver, not a giver, but a doter, one who's generous to a fault. A doter. And then oxtail, hearty soup ingredient, a neural transmitter, and axon. Okay. Oh, come on. What am I missing? Probably this? Dates? That's gotta be Stilton. What else? Bobsleds, I hope not. Rigatoni, Tsars, here, set, at times, the last straw, heals loss. I don't know about ELP, I suppose. Athletes, good track records, too far, egoists, synths, cash, fit, darts. Duma, who else could this be? Don't know. Business-like, oases, at times, do not disturb, Lutz, spare, bugger, OIC, Stilton, sneak up, desert island. PDF files, unafraid, Karina, Jenny, I know, air, DVD, and at, essay, oh right. Could this be anything else? I'm not, unify, and serfs. They're held in bondage, serfs. That was a really challenging Friday puzzle. And as I mentioned early on, the problem is that these corners don't have a lot of ways out. So you could solve a whole corner and not get much to help you through the rest of the puzzle. Especially the top left and bottom right corners, which I did a pretty good job of pretty early on. But the top, but they didn't help me much. And the top right and bottom left corners, I had a lot of trouble getting through. And the center, obviously, it was an issue. So, okay. Let me go quickly through some of the clues here. Field for both Martin Luther and Martin Luther King Jr. Both I knew were involved with the church, but I didn't think about their field of study, which was theology. Low volume turns out to be a pun on volume, not low. So we want a small amount, which is a teaspoon, a measurement there. Charges can mean a lot of things, but in this case we're talking about charging someone for a service. So bills. This ends out to be not Albert Camus, but Alexandre Dumas, fine, author of The Three Musketeers and apparently founder of the Théâtre Historique. Green could mean a lot of things, but in quotes we're looking for slang, so it's cash. Green spots could mean a lot of things, but here we're looking for green spots in the desert, which are oases. A peace sign is literally a sign asking for peace, do not disturb. George Orwell, I guess, liked Stilton cheese. Somebody might get washed up on a desert island. That's a pretty fun one. This one I find odd, approach surreptitiously, because the actual equivalent phrase would be sneak up on. So I would have preferred approach surreptitiously with on, but fine. They're held in bondage. We're talking not about physical bondage, but perhaps the bondage of their situation, of class bondage. So serfs, who are sort of farm workers or low-class citizens. Not familiar with Jeff Kinney. Might have to look that up at some point. I'm not familiar with Henri of Luxembourg. Fine. Also, no comment is fun. We want not no comment, but no comment, a comment that is effectively a no, a denial. It has a light bulb. I did think of different meanings of bulbs, but I was thinking of onion or garlic or whatever, but we're looking for daffodil here. What else? Tubes that go down your throat, I suppose, are rigatoni. I am not familiar with ELP or Run the Jewels or Killer Mike. Vicious Circle is fun. This we're looking for a sort of a circle, a group that's vicious. So a cabal might be a sort of ill-meaning group of people. I don't know what dados are in woodworking, so I'll have to look at that. Coalesced ended up being my problem at the end. I was right that unity is not the right part of speech, but we wanted unify here. I wanted unite at first. Anna Karenina helped me a lot because I was having a lot of trouble with this corner. Otherwise, I would have had a lot of trouble with the corner. Acrobat's display is a fun misdirection there. What we want is PDF files. Did not think of oxtail, not that familiar with Caribbean cooking. We'll have to remember that a female donkey is a Jenny. I did know that in some corner of my brain, but didn't get it quickly enough. And I was right about Iowa in the end, which is pretty fun. But I just didn't believe it because I couldn't see in-law. And that's a good one too, actually. It's something you might get at a wedding as an in-law. That's a great clue, great answer. So that is our puzzle for Friday, April 24th. Took me a lot longer than I thought, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to stop right here. If you like this solve, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.